where the stories are told. Warrior hearts beating brave and bold. Small town pride in the air we breathe. The spirit of the game will never leave. Forever and always go Warriors, we shout. With fans in the stands, there's never a doubt. Game day Saturdays where memories ignite. Under the lights we fight the good fight.
Welcome to this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club Podcast. Yes, boys, here we are talking about the gridiron. Troy, please?
Yes, welcome to the Gridiron Club. Once again, it's still on you, of course, because I haven't changed anything over here. But now it's on me, and we don't want to get sued by the NFL, so we're just going to tune that music down.
I'm
here we are once again.
This was not my idea.
Listen, Andy.
What?
It's creativity. It's what's happening. We think of it in the moment, and then we just do it. We steal something that somebody else created, and we make it better.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I still don't like it.
Okay. Well, better than the NFL.
Well, yeah, I suppose. At the end of the day, everything's better than the NFL, isn't it?
I don't know. See, every time I push my button over here, guys, I have to change the whole cue. This is how the back. Nobody sees that. We should have a camera just on the back of the entire studio to see how this actually works. But this is what's happening. We've got a big game. It's the opener of the season
Coming up.
and it's in Seward, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yes, and it
Forget
starts
to clean
tomorrow.
out your Seward. Remember back in the day when we made fun of Seward? They do not have the world's largest time capsule anymore, Troy.
Is that right?
Well, they opened it in 2025, July 4th,
And
we weren't there.
They had a Chevy Vega in there.
What did they do with the Vega?
motorcycles? A bra.
I think it was a bikini. Was it? I don't know.
Is there a... We'll come
There's
back to that
gotta
question.
be-
Is there
there's
a
gotta be a
difference?
YouTube of them opening that. So you guys, you got to be on that. Why do you just, seriously, nobody wants to look at this. I don't, hi.
Hi,
you
there
doing?
you Yeah,
Exactly.
you're doing good.
It's like,
All
well,
right.
it's kind of like talking to my granddaughter on, hey, how are you? And she just babbles along.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do have a show. We have last
gosh,
night.
yeah, that's
What we did is we're recording this on a Thursday, which is per usual. I wish we would do it earlier in the week. We got to work on that. But I did. We did, of course, our first Warriors live show.
Yep.
We had the opportunity to talk to Coach Callaway, Coach Gales, and Coach Rumbaugh. But we've got another coach that we haven't met, and
We
so
haven't
we
talked
want to
to him
make
yet.
sure that we have the opportunity to do that before we roll into our first game. And we've got the safeties coach with us, Andy.
Well, secondary coach, really. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Defensive backfield, if you will. Coach Grant Ewell, our guy.
He's right there.
Right there from
Now you're on.
Right from your last stop was Arkansas, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, tell us a little bit about what got you
Wait a minute. The University of Arkansas?
Arkansas Pine Bluff.
All right.
UAPB.
I've been to
HBCU.
Pine Bluff.
Okay,
How'd you like it?
so you're gonna have to talk. So we
Just
we,
drove through. No big
we
deal.
talked a little bit about how that you started in Oregon and then you ended up at UAPB and now you're in Forest City, Iowa. Talk about your journey. How did you go from Oregon to UAPB to Forest City, Iowa?
I grew up, born and raised, Portland, Oregon. Lived there for about 20 years. Out of high school, I went to a Division II called Western Oregon. As a freshman, I didn't really take care of my business, so I had to go JUCO. Went to JUCO in Northern California at Butte College. Then got a full ride to go to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Played there 2 years, team captain. Didn't have the most success, but graduated, got my bachelor's. Actually played for Coach Callaway for my senior season. And then after I graduated, I had the opportunity to get my master's degree. So coached a year with Coach Callaway and then just finished up my master's this last spring. Then got a call in the spring. I reached out to Coach Callaway. He was looking for somebody to come take over the secondary. Reached out, and now I'm here. So that's how I got to Forest City, Iowa.
Seems pretty simple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The same thing with me.
You started in Oregon?
Well, Woden. I mean, that's west. It's like 17 miles west of here.
It is west.
Yeah,
You got that right.
for sure.
Woden. Have you ever been to Woden, Coach?
Have you been to Woden yet?
No, where's that at?
That's west of here, 17
Oh,
miles.
yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going west.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll run into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
So what? Okay, and we'll get to our fourth guest. Yes, folks. 4 guests. Well, no, 2 guests. 4
Two
of us.
guests.
Yeah,
Andy
I'm
and
not
I are
really
old
a
hat.
guest. Man, we're something. Have you been to any small towns around here yet, Coach?
Stayed a couple weeks in Blooming Prairie, Minnesota,
Oh, that's right.
with my aunt. So actually, my great grandparents are from Algona, Iowa.
Well, there you go,
And
friend.
after my great grandpa got back from World War II, they moved to Blooming Prairie. Had a farm, still have the farm there. My grandma grew up there, so it's just interesting. I mean, I never thought I'd be over here.
I love that there is a Algona to southern Minnesota connection.
The Blooming Prairie Blossoms.
Yeah.
Is that not the best nickname for a team?
It is not the best if you're a
What?
football. If you're a football team.
Yeah.
Why? That's
The Blossoms.
that's kind of tough, right? The Blossoms. Okay, well, maybe not. There's worse nicknames out there.
Yeah,
Esterville
yeah.
Lincoln Central. I mean, that's a little cringy.
The Esterville Lincoln Central Midgets. I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but
Yeah.
that is their name, and we can
is
say that because
straight
it's
up.
they've got it trademarked. And then we have the Orabs over in Sheldon,
Yeah.
high school team. They just combined the colors that they had, which is orange and black. So they're just
Orabs.
orange and black. Orabs.
Welcome to Iowa.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
how we do things around
That's
here.
how we do it, Coach.
Exactly. We name pretty much all our towns after Native American stuff, you know, like Titonka.
Titonka.
And, yeah, all those different things.
Put that on you.
So-
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, that's great. So I can just talk for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
So anyway,
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
okay, so you've been here how long?
I got here April 6th. So,
So you haven't been here a super long time.
yeah.
What's
4
the
months.
biggest culture shock so
Uh,
far?
I mean, Pine Bluff was a little small town, obviously a little bigger than this. So, like, I'm used to small town. I mean, I grew up in the city, so obviously not necessarily prefer the city, but that's what I'm used to. Biggest shock, I mean, it was pretty cold when I got here, but not as cold as it's going to be.
April?
So,
When did you get here?
I
April.
got here in April.
April's not too bad.
Yeah, that's usually the time that most of us start wearing shorts and sweatshirts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I plant oats in April.
Okay.
You can get right out there and do stuff like that. Grandpa would appreciate that from Blooming Prairie. All right. So you got here in April. It wasn't that cold, but it was still colder than where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my next question is, why did you come to Waldorf?
I mean, I was graduating, I was finishing up my master's. Really needed someplace to go, and I was kind of contemplating if I really wanted to coach. But I'm glad Coach Calloway gave me the opportunity to come out here and really figure out if I do want to. And since I've been here, I've enjoyed it, and it's grown on me, and I enjoy just being around the kids, helping the kids, and giving back, especially how people I've met have given back to me when I was playing. So
Now, how old are you?
I'm 26,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when you say kids,
younger guys.
you have a lineman that's older than you are.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Still kids, though.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but when it comes to playing,
Yeah.
right. I'm with you on that. So if you you had the opportunity to play for Coach Calloway, and I mean, he's got a dynamic. We saw that on the Warriors Live show. We've seen it obviously on the podcast. And what was it? What is it about Coach Calloway?
I think for me, Coach Calloway always had myself and the rest of my teammates. He always had our best interest. You know, he wants us, and even the kids now, he wants us all to succeed outside of football. Like, he always talks about football is the only sport that's going to retire you. I got retired. Everybody else coaching got retired. So, I mean, and you always have to have those – you always have to build up your toolbox so when you leave football, you can succeed in life. Or you face adversity in football, the same thing in life. you got to work hard when you play football. Same thing in life. So I think just using football as a way to reach people and a way to develop people and kind of give back. And I know Coach Callaway has done a great job. I mean, he kind of helped me to grow when I was playing for him, and then even when I started coaching, he helped me as well. Just making sure I'm on the right path, making sure I'm going in the right direction. So, I mean, he cares for you as a person before being a player. So I think that's very important.
It is important, and I'll give you an example because, this is the first time we talked about it on this program or anywhere else, but my son Jack played corner. He was number 4. Had some GPAC honors in his first year as a freshman, and then last year was struggling with a shoulder injury, played throughout the season. Turns out he tore everything. The whole entire labrum, his whole labrum was gone on his left arm, and we went to the doctor, and he was trying to play it cool, and he was like, yeah, sometimes my shoulder comes out of socket. I was like, tell him the rest of the story. He's like, well, at that time he was mowing at the golf course, and he said, well, sometimes I'll be mowing and I'll sneeze and my shoulder will come out of its socket.
That's not funny.
It is.
Sorry.
It is.
That's not funny.
It is funny as a dad because I'm sitting here with this now, and this is a great surgeon, and he was like, "That's a problem," and so he did have to have surgery. We got that done right away in January, and we really were hoping that he could get back to health. But the truth of the matter is that here we are in August, and I think he's finally done with his treatments and all of that, and physical aids and all that. But the reality is he's not back and he's not strong, and he knows that. So in June we're like, well, you got to make a decision. What are you going to do? So he's like nervous because he likes Coach Callaway, and he's got to go and he's got to tell him, he's like, I don't think I can play. And he's also a cool thing about Forest City is that they had the opportunity to go to Waldorf when they're seniors in high school. So he's going to graduate this spring. And so essentially, if he doesn't play this season, he's done. He still has eligibility, but he's done. And he also has to think of his future. And he's nervous. And we're like, just go and talk to Coach. And Coach Callaway handled it perfectly. Because he went in there and he said, I don't know exactly what was said because I wasn't there, but the brass tacks is, he said, I'm not where I need to be. I can't do what I used to do. I think my other shoulder's going. I'm 20 years old and I need to get this fixed. What do you want me to do? And Coach Callaway was like, I'm surprised it took you that long. Because he knew about it in January. Obviously, he had surgery. He's like, I mean, we're going to support you and do whatever you can, but that's not an injury you usually come back from, So he was very, that was a huge relief to Jack. So for everybody watching this, we know we're talking about Jack in the last couple of years and everything like that. Jack's done playing football and everything like that, but Coach Callaway made it very clear that there's a whole life after football. So it's great when you talk about, football retires you. And I think that's true. And unfortunately, for Jack, it happened, a couple of years into his playing career and everything like that. But he's, still, supporting the team and helping out in the ways that he can. But that was a huge relief. And so I guess that's a good example of it. I think that a lot of times college football just can chew up players and spit them right out.
Definitely.
And I didn't see that from our new coach. So thanks, Coach. Who wants to talk next?
Sure, we'll go on. So I told you that we had 2 guests.
Yes.
We have Coach Ewell that's here tonight talking a little bit, and we'll keep talking to him. But he brought his personal manager with him.
Yes.
Which is, come on, super important. Most of us don't have that kind of support structure in our life, but right out of UAPB soccer, I ain't kidding you, folks. Seriously.
Say that again?
UAPB.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also,
The goalie.
yes. And if you could think of a saint that you wanted,
A saint that I wanted?
Drew
Drew Brees.
No, not well. I forgot that you. I forgot you're a Saints fan. Let's pretend it doesn't have anything to do with football. Let's just say, in general, in like church history, if you wanted to have a saint,
Yes.
who do you think it? Who do you come up with?
It's always St. Michael, right?
Right, Saint Michael. Saint Michael's got it, and the feminine version of Michael is
Miguel.
no. Is that?
I thought you said
That's
Spanish.
the Spanish.
Oh,
The feminine version.
Michaela.
You got it, and there we have her.
Michaela Riedel.
That is right.
Straight from, actually, not straight from UAPB. You're East Coast right now.
East Coast girl. Yeah.
East Coast, where?
West Coast at heart. I currently live in Boston, Massachusetts.
That's my favorite big town.
Really?
It's my favorite. It is my favorite big city.
Okay.
I love Boston.
So what
love it
are you doing here?
So I'm here visiting Grant, supporting him as he has his first game post-grad. Flew down a couple of days ago, and I've just been here ever
You're
since.
flying to Des Moines or Minneapolis?
I was in Minnesota. He had to take a little drive. But
That's a
he
good
loves me
choice.
that much, I guess. So
That's good.
I think that's a better airport, to be honest with you.
it wasn't bad, actually. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
I'm all about the Minneapolis airport and the Minnesota Vikings. And not so much about Minneapolis. Anyway, back to the story.
Judas Priest. All right, yeah, here we go. So, okay, so you grew up in Southern Cal.
I'm from Southern California, yes. Lived there my whole life, then moved to UAPB to play soccer. I picked UAPB because I have a twin sister, and my parents are obviously paying for our college. Got a full ride, so I packed up. 24 hours away from home.
Wait, Pine Bluff is 24 hours away
From California, 24-hour drive.
Did you drive?
My freshman year, yeah, I drove up with my family.
Okay.
A couple of years, I would drive my car back and forth.
And your sister also went to Pine
No,
Bluff?
my twin sister went to school in California, so we were apart. But yeah,
First time. Had to have been rough.
first time, yeah.
So, your sister's name is
Sierra.
Michaela and Sierra. All right. What's the significance of those two? Just the mountains? I mean,
Honestly, yeah, my dad named my sister after the mountains. We grew up backpacking, doing the whole 9 yards. And my mom just picked my name. She liked it.
well, patron saint.
Yeah, I got to ask, who showed up at whose college first? You to her or she to you?
She came to mine first for homecoming. We had couple big games, so my family flew out. And yeah.
And you made it clear to your team that you had a twin sister?
I didn't. I told a couple people, but we had some confusion with the trainers.
That's
They were
what I'm
like,
saying.
Why is she in the stands? Why is she not in the goal?
Yes.
But yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. To 'em.
Yeah.
That'll play a trick
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I was wondering about that because that would be some fun play. Like you could just be like what, whoever didn't know, go to the others.
Oh, yeah.
College for sure. Yeah.
So identical?
Identical, yeah.
Okay. Is that a problem, Grant? What?
Go ahead. You do your thing.
Okay. Hey, people. I don't know what my thing is anymore, Troy. You've got me confused.
I just want to see. There we go. We go to Grant's. He had moved his microphone. It was too much in front of his face. It's just a pretty face. We want to see it. So I'm looking at what I see and what the viewers see.
Call a big, tough football player pretty? I mean, hey, you want
Well, I don't know, Michaela. What do you call his face?
Handsome.
There you go. All right. Well, it's a handsome face, and
All
I
right,
wanted to
let's-
make sure
let's
that he
get it.
had it.
How long have you guys been? I don't want to say involved. I don't know what your relationship is. If you're just friends or
No, we've been together like 3 years now. Coming up
3
on 3 years.
very good. And this is your first time visiting in Iowa.
Yes,
Yeah.
first time.
Yep, small town Iowa. And okay, you said you're doing your master's.
Yes, sir. My
In-
master's
What's your
Where in Boston?
at Boston College.
BC?
I've heard
BC.
that. Did you probably say
Eagles.
that? Mm-hmm.
My master's is in sports administration.
Okay, what are you going to do with that?
There's a couple avenues actually. I'm looking in. I think I did some recruiting at our school before for the football program. I was involved in our athletic training program. I'm interested in ticket sales, athlete development, whole lot of avenues. But yeah, I'm definitely interested on the recruiting side.
Very, very good.
That
And
is
so,
good
Grant, what was your master's in?
Physical education.
Yes.
Yeah,
Teacher,
absolutely.
coach. I mean,
So, I mean, that honestly, what a great opportunity that you would have. So if you decide, after a few years or a year, 10 or 20, like, you know what, I think I want to go teach gym class. You could do that?
yeah.
All right.
That was not a long enough answer for me to switch the camera over to
sorry,
him. But that's a good.
No.
But that I will tell you this. I did not respect my gym teachers until after I graduated from high school, and then I went to the Army, and I didn't have a hard time everybody has a hard time in basic training and everything like that, but when I came back many years later as a recruiter, usually the people that I worked were the PE instructors. And I got the opportunity to work with my old advisor, my football coach, and he was the PE teacher, which was Craig Van Syke.
Oh, psych. Love him.
And yeah, so I got to, I told him that I actually apologized because I was kind of a dink, I was like, how important is this? But what I've learned in the last, well, I'm retired now, but for the last 30 years, is that recruiting people into the military from the general population is incredibly difficult, because you want the star athlete, you want all of those people that have that physical capability. They also have to pass the test mentally, and they also have to pass their criminal background check. So it was, there's a lot. And then at the same time, you find out that, there was a lot to the instruction of PE and getting people motivated to make themselves physically better and healthy. And I appreciated what he did. I especially appreciated what Craig Johnston did over at Central Springs, which is a neighboring town about 20 miles away. And he actually came from the University of Upper Iowa and had been their head football coach when they were D3. And he was an amazing trainer. And he had those kids locked in to a weight set and a routine. And I think you could go to that. I don't know if it's the same thing today. It's been a while since I've been in that game, but you could go to that school and it's like there were no fat kids. Like they were all doing their thing, and he had them motivated.
in Iowa.
In Central Springs.
Wow, good for
at Manly, Iowa. Yeah. Now that was a while ago, and I told that to Craig.
Exactly.
And you know what he said? And this is a guy who I think he is Sylvester Stallone. I think he thinks he is Sylvester Stallone. And he goes, I was like, how'd that happen? He goes, well, a lot of times the kids ask me, they go, you a college coach in football? And I was like, yeah. I was like, how did that go? And I say, well, I'm teaching PE at Central Springs High School, But I mean, like, they were all incredibly fit, and you saw the turn. I remember when they were never anything in volleyball or in football, and all of a sudden in baseball, too. And they became very successful. So a lot of respect for PE, but it came, unfortunately, after I was in high school, because I thought, how important is this? We're learning badminton. And Andy, you've got some insight into this because I think you went to college for that. Not for PE, not for PE, but it was something like that.
Recreation and park management. Absolutely. Yeah,
That's a degree. I mean, I believe that's a degree. My degree's in history, so I'm not making fun of it.
Well, you should. I literally had to take an outdoor recreation class. We had 1 week where we had to do canoeing.
Yeah.
And I told it was my advisor and the instructor, and he goes, we're going to do canoeing this week. And I said, do you mind if I go home and get my canoeing merit badge so I don't have to be here this week? He's like, oh, come on. I'm like, I'm not going to be here all week.
Andy's an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I could respect that.
Legit, yeah.
Yeah. Back in 1986. You guys weren't alive in 86? Probably not.
No.
Okay.
Wasn't even a thought.
There's definitely not a thought.
No. All right. So, okay, let's talk a little football.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, Grant. So, how similar is it with Coach Callaway as the head man versus just because was he DC down at?
Yeah, he was the defensive coordinator
Yep.
at Pine Bluff.
What are some of the similarities or what do you see as differences in Callaway, his program, how he deals with different things, because you're going to know better than anybody else.
I would say he does a good job just trying to get everybody on the same page and trying to build from the ground up. He's not a fan of skipping steps. He just wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't want to jump from 1 to 5 or anything like that. And just he's a real stickler on just teaching, getting our guys to understand what we want from them and just see the game in a better way so that they can be successful, so that when things happen in the game or when we need to make adjustments, they're able to do that.
Okay.
But he just does things the right way, keeps us on schedule, keeps everybody going in the same direction, wanting the same outcome, and just focusing on the progression of getting there. So I think he does a good job just trying to get us successful, and then trying to just, I know Waldorf hasn't had a lot of success recently, but
October 14th, 2023.
yeah.
Right. Should have.
That was the last time that we won a football game.
Yeah, I was still playing then. But he just wants to teach the kids like what it takes to win, like why it's important to do the little things and just focus on little things, because little things win and lose games.
They absolutely do. Coach is not part of it, he doesn't own that record. He owns what it comes out of that record.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not ashamed to pronounce the fact that, we've got a losing record that is pretty impressive when it comes to
one of the longest in the nation right now, if not the longest.
That's not a goal that Waldorf wants to achieve, and certainly the players don't like that, and the coaches don't like that. So the opportunity to flip that, and I believe that we will this year, which is exciting, and to break that code in the GPAC is a huge thing for us. And other schools that have joined the GPAC or have been a part of the GPAC but have not had success and then found it have all experienced the same thing. You don't just roll up into the traditional, powerhouse of NAIA and go, we're probably going to win some games. And we thought we would, but we didn't.
We thought we would, and we had opportunities.
We had opportunities.
We had opportunities, and again, we can talk about that, but it's like it's a new day. We've got an all new staff. Really, we have some returning dudes, but you got like Nico Page helping with defensive line. He was a player last year. You got Keegan Handel.
Yeah,
he's coaching linebackers. He was a player last year. You got Coach Noak, that's been a student coach for 2 or 3 seasons now, and so there's some of the same guys, but it seems like everybody's really bought into what Coach Callaway is putting down, and and again, I'm not gonna sit here and
I don't know if that's hard to do if you've came to him as a player, and I think, but what's interesting, I think too, is like Gales is in 100%. Coach Gales, that I would say, we talked about it on Wednesday on the coaches live show. They don't see themselves as competitors. They saw themselves as peers, because I don't think they technically played each other.
I think they coached against each other.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, whatever the difference is there. But to me, it's all the same. But the fact that respect exists there. Now, Gales is associate head coach and all of that and everything. But it's like the fact that those two guys are rolling this show. You got offense and defense on the same page. It is kind of fun.
And I've said ever since this new coaching staff got here, especially with Coach Callaway, he's 51? Is that right, Troy?
Yes, he is my age.
Right.
A very, very young and attractive age, I feel, Andy.
Well, and that was going to be the next thing I said. Very attractive. But the reality is that I've had like Coach Donadio, when he came here, he was like 32 or 33.
He was the old guy.
That was the oldest coach.
Yeah.
I've been part of the program for 7 years. I'll be 57 in November. And like trying to talk to dudes that are like in their 20s. Like they're in their 20s, and that's great, Coach Ewell. But at the same time, it's I had I had nobody. You know, it was like, but now you've got Coach Rumbaugh.
Yeah.
Now I'm older than all of them. I understand that, you know, Coach
Yeah.
Callaway, Coach Gales.
Yeah.
It's like they're closer in my age, you know, so it's like,
I think once you get over 50, though, Andy, like at that point, like we're all the same age. I heard that once a dude gets over 40,
you can say what you want.
you can say what you want,
Mm-hmm.
and also women don't see you anyway. So, like, you're invisible. So, like, you
Including
can,
your wife.
yeah, just do
She doesn't watch this.
whatever you want, you know? So, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm over 50,
Yeah.
you know,
You are.
as are you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was that. Like 6 years, really? Is that right?
Well, so here's
We're
the
6
thing.
years
I've
apart?
always said that, okay, when it comes to ages, and you guys tell me where I'm wrong, like it
They
starts-
don't
it
know.
starts
They're in their
no,
20s.
It starts in your 20s. So when you're 20, 21,
I forgot what I was
22 or
looking at.
23, you're in your early 20s. 24, 5, and 6, mid 20s, 27, 28, 29, late 20s. Same for each one of the decades of your life. So I'm literally moving into a new phase in the next couple months into my late 50s,
Oh, my God.
you know. But I was born in 1969, so technically this is
It's a
my
great year.
7th decade. If you really want to think about it. Now, I was only alive for like 6 weeks, but at the same time, child of the 60s.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So, okay, Michaela,
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
And if you don't want to answer, that's fine. But what has Grant told you about Waldorf and Forest City?
He honestly, because he came here before we graduated, both of us, so I think that he had a little more time to experience it. I feel like he's done a good job of kind of like adapting, I think. Like as soon as I got here, he's like, oh, the Chinese spot. He knows about the lunch special.
What is the
Golden chopsticks. We went
Golden
there
Chopsticks?
today.
That's right. Yeah.
I liked it.
All right.
I think he's like done a good job of adjusting. Like he tells me the kids always see him walking everywhere because he's trying to familiarize himself. But I think this program compared to UAPB, I think has given him a lot more freedom, like a lot more creativity, which I think has kind of helped him like develop and blossom as a coach, which is nice to see like on the outside perspective, I guess. At UAPB, he definitely didn't have as much creativity, and I think it's nice to see him adapt and adjust and kind of grow with the kids. I think it's important to him to make an impact.
And Pine Bluff, is that FCS or D2?
FCS.
It's FCS school. That's what I thought. And that's such a different level. You know, I've got a buddy that's coaching at East Texas A&M, and it's like, you know, he said that you fear for losing your job every season. Like you
Yeah.
have to produce, you know, because you got a fan base and everything like that.
I played for 3 different coaches in my 4 years at my school.
Yeah.
Just to put that into perspective.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the things that we've experienced here. You know, usually our head guy is around for about 3 years is what classically it's been. We've also had coaches that were here for a very long time that were still highly unsuccessful. But back in what year, literal 17? Something like that. Literal came in 2017.
Yeah, 2017. Ken Anderson left in 16, and Littrell came in for the 17 season. Actually, I don't know if anybody noticed, but at the Warriors live show, Kent Anderson was back in town and visiting. He was actually at the bar, having a good time, ordering food is what he was doing.
Yep.
Didn't stay for the entire show, but that was before we had Warriors Live. So we had so Kent Anderson was there, and then Littrell came in 2017, and started the whole Warriors Live show and the Gridiron Club in a lot of ways and other things. Yeah.
So, Coach Ewell, what's your expectations of the year? What do you think? You know, your hopes and dreams. I realize we can't predict the future, but what are some of the things that you see happening here at Waldorf? And I also would like a little bit of your perspective on. Well, we'll talk facilities too after. We'll talk first about expectations, the upcoming season, and then we'll talk a little bit about facilities as well.
Just continue to grow, continue to get better every day, continue to develop these guys. Just take it one day at a time. I mean, we got practice tomorrow in the morning before we hit the road. Just help them grow, help them see things outside of football as well, like just academically, you know, in their personal life. in their future, just trying to see every day as an opportunity to get better and to improve, and just know that if something bad does happen, it's not the end of the world. Like, everybody has their own stuff. Everybody's dealing with something, just to know they can always improve. They can always get better, and, you know, life's going to life. But, yeah, I mean, just help them grow, really. Help them develop.
Good. Now, one of the things that we don't appreciate what we have at Waldorf, and I don't know if it's good or bad because I know Waldorf, and you go to some, especially GPAC schools. There's a lot of old money in some of our GPAC schools. So you start comparing yourself, and you kind of felt like, oh, remember those days. But we've always compared ourselves like, man, we are so behind the 8 ball. And then you talk to Coach Calloway, and you talk to Coach Rumbaugh, and then you talk to Coach Gales. They're like, you guys this is great. And coming from an FCS school that I mean, to me, when you think FCS, that's high level, highly competitive, obviously better athlete. No, I shouldn't say better, different athletes. But at the same time, what were some of your first impressions here?
I think Waldorf does have a lot of nice things. They have a great weight room. They have the DJAC is a good facility. Good officers in there. The players are just good. The team room is good. The whole field house is really good. We just got new turf. Turf is new and improved.
Thank God.
I think we have a lot of good things here at Waldorf. I think a lot of times people do take them for granted. At the end of the day, you got to use what you have. I haven't been to as many stops as a coach, but every place has their things, and every place has things that they need to improve. So I think Waldorf is going in the right direction. I just think we need to take advantage of the things that we do have, because we have everything we need to be able to succeed. You know?
Well, I think that's true. We won RC Cola Bowl championships
Like
back to back, in with essentially the same facility minus the track, which doesn't play into football at all. However, since we brought him up, I asked directly. Back then, the Waldorf Gridiron Club did not exist in 2016, and I was head of the Waldorf Warriors Boosters Club, and we were part of the interview process. And when Kent Anderson came in, I guess that would be 2012 or something like that. I'm like, why are you coming here? And he had come from
Germany.
Well, he had come from Germany, but he'd played German football and all that. But I think there was, like, I can't remember what the school is. It's like Southeast Iowa, like something like that. I don't even know if they have a football program anymore. We might have played them. What was the one that went out of business?
Wesleyan?
It might have been.
Yeah, they closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, well, your facilities are great. And as boosters, you're like, are they? Like, are they? I don't feel like they are. Like, we feel like we have so much to do. But even back then, he was like, there was like no question, And so the weight room has gotten significantly better since then. And obviously our field is great. And our Warrior boosters have, all of the Gridiron Club has made it possible to have that W in the center of the field where it should be. And on and on and on. And we have a good partnership with the community school district, and so it's very good. And actually, I noticed from traveling around these last 3 years to the GPAC, a lot of, these are not huge schools. They might be in bigger cities. Sioux City is one of the bigger cities that is out there. They have
the smallest. They have
2. Yeah, we are the smallest city. At the same time, I don't think that, comparatively speaking, per capita, I think we're doing pretty well. Right. So it is, but sometimes as a booster, it's a little bit hard to go out to some place and go, oh my gosh, how do you have all that? And you're going to go to Concordia tomorrow.
Ooh.
And they've got a beautiful facility. They've got the fancy lights. They just got those 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a new thing. Now they're celebrating their 100th year in football. Welcome. I mean, it's nice that you finally joined us. We've been around for 105 years, so that's cool. But yeah, they just note, it's so that's going to be a big game. What do you feel about Concordia?
I think they do a lot of good things offensively. They're a pretty sound team. They tempo, but I don't think it's anything that our guys can't handle. We just got to focus on doing our job, being where we're supposed to be, just taking it one step at a time, and not allowing the highs and lows of the game to take us out of where we're supposed to be.
So they have a roster of 140 players, and in that range anyway. And they're just 30 minutes down the road from University of Nebraska-Lincoln. They pick up a lot of their drift-offs, and I don't know if that's the proper term, but I mean, that is correct. But if you look at their starting offense and defense, if you look at their two deep, they're still playing 60 players. So like every NAIA school, they want to have as many players as they possibly can. They have to support their budget and do all of that. They have, this is going to be their 100th year, and I think we were there 2 years ago, and they had 40 or 50 senior players.
41.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they've also been in contention in the top four for the last several years.
Yep.
So they're a legit school. I mean, and they have big linemen, and they have a quarterback that can obviously pass very well, and he can maneuver on the field if he needs to. So as a safeties coach in the backfield for the defense, what are you looking at?
Like I said, they do a lot of good things on offense, but as long as we do our job, as long as we tackle, read our keys, just take it one step at a time, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. Make the plays that we're supposed to make, and just play as a team, and just take it one quarter, one play at a time. Just not try to rush, not try to look too far ahead. Just take it slow as the game comes to you. And then when we need to make adjustments, make adjustments. But, I mean, they can only play 11 at one time. So, yeah, they may have all these people and all this extra and all that, but still got to put 11 on the field.
Yeah, it's a lot of hoopla. I mean, obviously the roster helps the college, but at the end of the day, you're still playing the same number of players that you're traveling with, and it comes down to who's going to be the best team on the field that day and who can get things done and accomplish them like they're supposed to be accomplished. So there's a lot of discipline that comes with the Bulldog program, and I think Ladagi do I have the wrong? Who's the coach?
Is it Jamrog? I didn't.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
He's been there for. Oh, this is a
was
great warrior. This is like a little it's almost making fun of them.
Yeah.
By now.
No, Coach Ladegi used to be at Briarcliff University.
Yeah, that's right. I had the wrong one.
Left.
Yeah,
he left. So, all right.
He did.
Yeah, he did. So one of the things that's going to be important, we're encroaching on the hour now. The most important part of the podcast we want to know, and when Troy figures this out, he'll have to tell us. But what do you do? I know right now, this part of the year, Coach, there's no such thing as free time because you guys go. But when you do get free time, what do you like to do?
Dabercow. Patrick Dabercow.
Dabercow.
Sorry, been there for 20 years nearly.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Most times in my free time, I try to let the football stay at the office, but read some of my Bible. Obviously, talk to my girlfriend. My second oldest sister just had her first kid, so call my family, see the baby a little bit. Because I haven't had a chance to get back home yet. Play a little Xbox.
What do you play on Xbox?
Play some Halo. Old game, but I mean that's what I like to play.
I figured it was new.
Yeah, I don't play as much as I used to, but I mean,
you don't have time to do it right now, do you?
Yeah, not really. And then just really try to focus on being in my Bible a little bit more than that. go on a walk around the city. I mean, not a big city, so
Doesn't take long.
yeah, don't
No.
gotta walk in circles a little bit. But yeah, that's really what I do. with
Yeah, I
my
noticed
spare
on,
time.
on your cleats today, you have Adidas cleats. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then on each one of the stripes, you have different verse. And my favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 41:10.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, is my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few on there.
Yeah.
Isaiah 41:10, Romans 8:31, John 3:16. I mean, everybody knows that one. What else I got on there? 1 Timothy 6:12. I think I got James 4:8 on there, and I know I got one more. But yeah, I mean, just
Did I see an Ephesians on there?
thinking Ephesians is on there. But I mean, just try to be a light to other people, especially these kids.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids don't have proper direction, or they just looking for the right thing to do, or the right way to live, or things like that. So just try to be a light. Don't try to be negative about it or condemning them, but just try to show like, hey, like to me, I believe in Jesus, obviously. Like, Jesus is my savior. I know what Jesus has done for me in my life. So just try to let that shine to other people so they can come to Jesus as well. But don't want to be forceful about it.
No, absolutely
know?
not. Meet people where they are
Mm-hmm.
when they need to be met.
Mm-hmm.
And for you folks that, Troy and I have talked for years about, we are a Christian college, and sometimes we don't necessarily act like it. And most every morning, our head coach, Coach Calloway, will send out just a little daily devotion, just to kind of remind you. And that's part of my morning, and I absolutely love that. But why don't, Coach, would you tell them, like a lot of times teams finish up their practice, and Coach will have some inspirational words, and everybody puts their hand in the air and shouts family or team or anything like that. What does Coach Calloway insist on that we close practice every day?
Every practice, well, before we get together, we do a little stretch. Then we get together. Coach Calloway gives his updates for the next day, how practice went. If we have anything that night that the kids need to get done. If any other coaches have anything, then we get together and we all say the Lord's Prayer together, which I think is just another avenue of, getting people closer to Jesus or seeing Jesus and things like that. So that's what we do every practice. Everybody has their own path and their own way, but I think it's great to shed light on that. My former school, we did the same. Not the Lord's Prayer, but we would always pray after practice. Everybody prays before games. Everybody does their own little prayer before games, but I think it's good to have that be a part of our environment, because it's the most important thing in our life.
Were you raised in the church? Is something that's always important to you, or did you come to it later?
I was raised growing up, like pretty much before I was 10. I was in the church a lot, and then so I grew up Seventh-day Adventist. I went to church on Saturdays.
Yeah.
When I kind of started playing football, I stopped going to church as much. And also, my dad grew up going to church, his whole family, and just kind of some of the stuff, not necessarily him personally, but seeing how, there's never a perfect Christian. A lot of people, especially myself, I'm guilty. A lot of us think we're perfect or better, and he saw stuff or saw people that were kind of pushed away, and he didn't want that to happen to his kids. So he wanted us to have a choice, which we all have a choice.
Yeah.
Like God can't force you to love Him, or else we wouldn't have a choice. So we had a choice. Growing up, as I got older, just kind of saw myself as I need help. I need a savior. I can't save myself. So that's it was always in me. I never doubted. I never questioned, like, Jesus or God, never in my life. Even being a kid, like, never questioned it. And as I've gotten older, I've seen the world differently. I've experienced my own things. So, I know I need help. I know I need a savior. So just come to Jesus, try to get closer, try to be the example He set for us. It's not always going to go perfect, but it's sometimes hard to try to fathom or grasp God's love for us. Like, to think and understand that, like, he chose us because he loved us. We didn't choose him.
A lot of people view the church as a hospital.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the hospital for the soul. That's where you go to correct yourself and, yeah, exactly everything that you're talking about. So it's especially significant with a team, that has the opportunity to work together, get to know each other, and experience all of the difficulties of the game, the life, and everything together. And I think that the church provides that and should provide that for the rest of the person's life, however that may be. So, the church is a hospital. That's really what it's meant to be. You're not coming in perfect. You're getting corrected. You're getting fixed as that goes. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. Sorry, folks. This is the young man leading young men.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. And the whole time that you were talking, Grant, I couldn't help but look over at Michaela and just there's a bit of pride in having. I think that there should be that that this is the kind of person that for at least right now you've chosen to hook your wagon to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stuck with me.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you like to do in your spare time?
Honestly, now that I'm in Boston, I don't really have a lot of spare time. I work 40 hours a week. I serve at like a little upscale Mexican restaurant. But now that I live with my twin sister, my best friend, a lot of my spare time spent with them. I don't know. I like to go to the beach. The beach is on the East Coast, though. Not up to my standard, unfortunately.
There's a beach in Boston?
There's
a coast.
A coast. Yeah, I would say it's a coast.
From
definitely.
a California girl, call it a
You
beach.
could go up to
Yeah.
Cape Cod. Yeah.
Okay, I like the Cape.
Yeah,
I like the
Cape's
Cape.
good.
But yeah, I spend a lot of my time with my family. It's really important. I think like this is our coming together, me and my sister, being apart for 4 years. So we're always together. Grant calls me, we're together. We're all talking. It's a 3-way conversation.
Nice.
But yeah, I like to spend my free time. I listen to music. Grant's kind of got me into a different side of music. So I do my best to branch out.
What's that?
He's got an interesting taste. I don't know if you want to share a little more about
let's do that.
Oh, let's hear.
Well, first off, I listen to a lot of gospel.
That's
I
good.
grew up playing trumpet in like middle school and high school.
Talking about.
So,
Yes.
just in middle school, I listened to like a lot of Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
I like jazz. I listen to a lot of classical music.
Okay.
I listen to some country.
You're a Winston Marsalis guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's about it. That's usually what my music consists of.
When I was at Waldorf, my freshman college roommate, Dean Scheifus, Dean just retired as a police officer for 30-some years.
Okay.
Great dude. But he and I had the same tastes in music. And we were still young college kids, so we were into shenanigans. And the two things that we loved, we loved to play chess.
Grant loves to play chess too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
We loved to play chess, and we would listen to Glenn Miller Orchestra.
Really?
And so we'd
I like
we'd
this
be
story. I don't know where it's going.
We'd be banging out some Glenn Miller over a chessboard, drinking Milwaukee's Best.
Yes, of course, the Beast.
Like our friends would be like, "What are you guys doing?" like college guys, we're doing what college people do, playing chess, listening to Glenn Miller and Mantovani. I mean, String of Pearls is a banger. Doesn't everybody love that? So, and we're sitting there drinking crap beer because we're college kids.
Yeah,
that's what we're supposed to do.
You're supposed to be poor. Yeah.
But yeah, so my gosh, so yeah, I was hoping it'd get more like, well, you're like into something. That's not weird. That's not. It's different.
It's different for sure. I think for our age group, I guess.
Yeah.
When my wife when she met me, there were two things that struck her as odd. probably more. If
Yeah, I
you were
was
to
gonna
ask
say,
her.
if you,
Yeah,
we
there's
need to
probably-
get her on this program.
Yeah.
Two things. Sure.
One was that if you went into my bathroom where I do a lot of reading, that was the New Deal.
You read the New Deal.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other thing that she thought was interesting and weird was that I listened to the Rat Pack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. Love Frank Sinatra and everybody. So like that whole. Oh yeah. So that whole thing was a little different deal, and it's like 2 generations before I was even born.
Yeah. Before you, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
but I mean, if you're into Marsalis and things like that, I mean, it's not. Well, I guess that is 2 generations before.
Yeah.
For you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
So I also have to know, each one of you, what is the coolest place you've ever visited individually, and is there the coolest place you've ever visited together?
I feel. Well, do you want me to answer? I'll answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
You go.
You
I
go
think I've been very blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I will say. My sister and I have visited like 12% of the world or something like that. I've been to 49 states. Like that was kind of my like thing as a child. My dad's very serious about traveling. He lived in China when I was a little kid, like just stuff like that. I think my favorite place probably, I really like Italy. I've been there a couple times. But maybe, I guess I was telling you earlier about my winter sports. We went snowboarding in the Alps in Switzerland. Probably my top. Together, we went to Florida last year, and it was just like, it was cute. It was sweet. I enjoyed it. We were at a good beach. We were having a good time. We were with some of his friends, like
That
some
was
of his.
this year.
Oh, that was this year?
Yeah.
Some of like his closest college friends. I don't know. Felt like last year. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Cool.
We went to Mexico.
Very good.
So yeah, we're doing it.
Well, buongiorno, come va? Yeah. And what do you think, Grant?
What was the question again?
So the coolest place that you've ever been, individually, without Michaela, and would you concur with her assessment of the coolest place that you guys have been together?
I have not been out the country outside of Mexico, but I do enjoy Mexico. I'll be there this December.
All right.
Like where specifically? You go to East Coast, West Coast?
Playa del Carmen.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit of Cancun, but mostly Playa del Carmen. We went to Mexico. We won the volleyball tournament.
We
There
won
you
the
go.
volleyball
Good.
tournament.
Yeah. I won't say any names, but some people get a little too competitive.
I blacked out. I was being mean to him on the volleyball court, but I couldn't help it.
Do you ever watch Big Bang Theory?
I have, yeah.
Okay, so the I can't remember what's the name of the characters. The little blonde scientist girl.
Sure.
She's like ultimately competitive and
Yeah.
yells at people when they're doing stuff. So are you like
That's
that?
definitely me.
Okay.
I had to apologize after. That wasn't me.
It was just
It was my evil twin sister that jumped out. Yeah.
Your evil twin sister. She could be watching this. You actually
I
have.
bet
No,
probably
she's
gonna
real
watch-
sweet. She's
Yeah.
real sweet.
Well, it's
She's
just
really
like
sweet.
Your kind of your alter ego.
Yeah. But we won, so that's all that matters in my book.
But we won.
But we won.
Yeah.
And that is a good place to wrap this show up. We've got an outstanding game coming tomorrow. We're looking forward to seeing the Bulldogs again. Last year they were 7-3, I think was their season score. They're always a tough competitor. They have a very good program. They're well financed. They've got good fans and all of that. I don't think that they have the same tailgating community that Waldorf University has. I think that's the
Not too
difference
many do.
between that. No, I think you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We don't. Even Morningside was like, "What is all of this?" And it's like it's a Saturday afternoon in Forest City. So we want to have a good time, but we do want to win, and I know you guys are dedicated to making that happen. So let's do that. And what I guess as the fans listen to this, whether it's audio, I guess they could be watching it on video on YouTube. But if they're on their way to the game on Saturday, what do you have to say to them, Coach?
We appreciate you guys' support. We're going to do our best to put the best product out there that we can. We still got to take care of tomorrow, take care of practice tomorrow, take care of travel. Then 7 p.m. Saturday, it'll be time to roll. So we just appreciate the support. We're going to continue working. We're going to continue going one step at a time. And, we'll deal with it when it gets here.
All right.
And Michaela, we're going to give you the last word. We're just going to let, a lot of times what we do on these podcasts is that we just say, hey, is there anything you want to say to anybody? Anything you want to say, whether it's Waldorf or Boston College or folks back home or anything like that, because they get to see you.
They'll see me.
Yeah.
I'll just say, go Warriors. Let's win.
There you go.
I'm ready for it.
Simple.
I like great.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was great. I'm glad that you both came out tonight so that we could kind of glimpse a little bit about, and folks get to the games. Got to pull for our Warriors. We're super excited. The season is that close, just that close. And I can't wait. Super excited to see what these guys have been able to put together and how it translates to the field. So it's going to be a great season. So
I agree.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club Podcast. Thanks, everybody, for joining us whenever you happen to be doing this. But, it's going to be a good time. We're gonna get after it. So, for Troy Thompson, this is Andy Buffington, and forever and always, go Warriors.
Tailgate smoke rises under the sky. Laughter and cheers as the moments fly. Players suit up with fire in their veins. This is our home where passion remains. The podcast echoes the stories we share. The live show reminds us we're always there. The best small college where legends are born. A family united in a bond never torn. Forever and always, go Warriors we shout. With fans in the stands, there's never a doubt. Game day Saturdays where memories ignite. Under the lights we fight the good fight.
You can join the Waldorf Gridiron Club and be part of the best small college football experience in America. Just visit our website and pick your membership level at waldorfgridironclub.org. You can also click on the Support the Show link in the show notes to donate.